This is Sunday, September 9th, 2018, and this is Mitch's Minutes with Mitch Carson, live from Middletown, Pennsylvania.
Hello, I'm Mitch Carson and welcome to Mitch's Minutes. And it is a very special day in my career in broadcasting as I celebrate a milestone, and we'll get to that later on in the show. And I'm going to begin the show with what I begin with it every time, and that, of course, is the news. And we do have a lot of news to cover today, and we're going to get right to it. And we begin the program with national news. It has been a week since the great hero, Arizona Senator John McCain, was laid to rest after passing away at age 81 after stopping treatments of brain cancer. McCain's funeral was filled with people who shared their gratitude with him, and McCain's daughter Megan showed her support for her that her father taught her, along with his wife Cindy and his 106-year-old mother. Also at the service, former presidents George W. Bush and Barack Obama shared their stories about competing against John McCain for the highest office of the land. John McCain was loved by many Americans, and he will be missed dearly. And in the wake of McCain's passing, an anonymous writer in an opt-out for the New York Times criticized the White House, saying that it was untempered and ill-informed, and there were some heated exchanges in the Cannibal Supreme Court hearing. And now we go to world news, and along the Nile Delta near the area of Cairo, Egypt, archaeologists have discovered one of the oldest villages ever to be found in the Nile Delta. And the area where it was found was 87 miles north of Cairo. And a coalition in Saudi Arabia had an air attack occur last month, killing dozens of people, including children traveling on a bus. And the coalition made a statement that it would coordinate with the Yemeni government in order to help compensate the victims and review the standards to keep the incident from repeating. Now we go to entertainment news, and mark your calendars. In December 2019, one of the longest running Broadway musicals in the history of Broadway will leap onto the Hollywood movie screen. And that musical is the timeless masterpiece by Andrew Lloyd Webber, Cats. And the stars who are scheduled to appear in the movie are Taylor Swift, Jennifer Hudson, James Corden, Ian McKellen, and there are many more to come. And also in the entertainment news, a producer will be missed dearly. Executive producer Craig Zadan died at age 69 after complications from his shoulder replacement surgery. He changed the landscape of television and movie musicals, along with NBC's live musicals. The projects he worked on include Gypsy with Bette Midler, Roger and Hammerstein's Cinderella with Whitney Houston and Whoopi Goldberg, Chicago with Catherine Zeta-Jones, Richard Gere, and Renee Zellweger, NBC Smash with Megan Hilty and Catherine McPhee, and also, most importantly to me, both the movie and live musical Hairspray with John Travolta, Nikki Blonsky, and Harvey Fierstein and Maddie Ballio. And of course, since he worked on Hairspray, and that's a musical that I adore dearly, like my heart goes out to his family and all the people he has worked with, including the producers, directors, composers, and the stars he has had the privilege to work with all these years in musicals. And now to Hometown Highlight, and it is that time of year again, and that time is football time. Middletown's football team is already in full gear and has had a great start to the season, winning the first two games of the season. The first game was against Lower Dauphin with a score of 42-14, and they won the Iron Spike Bowl for the third year in a row. And the second game was against Northern York, and Middletown took home the W with a score of 29-6. And a tough home field loss this week to Bishop McDevitt in an out-of-conference game. The Raiders look good this season, and we certainly wish them the best of luck. And also here in my hometown, it is a day and weekend many people here in the community of Middletown and in other communities in central Pennsylvania will never forget. On this weekend, several years ago, Tropical Storm Lee tore through central Pennsylvania, leaving historic flooding in the area. And that flooding was the most devastating since back in June of 1972. And now to the big milestone, and the big milestone is all about the number 5, as I celebrate 5 years in the start of my broadcasting career, and it has been quite an honor and ride. And my broadcasting career started back in my freshman year of high school, where I was a part of the high school's radio station in Middletown, WMSS 91.1 FM, the super sound of Middletown. Right here is pictures of me in it all my 4 years. Right here is a picture of me doing one of my shifts. Along right here is my freshman year when we won an award for covering sports broadcasts. There's me along with John and Lydia Hirsch and Jake Lagor. And up here is our senior rec day. There's me along with Kayla Wahorla, John and Lydia Hirsch, and DeMar Parker. And the advisors for WMSS were Mr. John Wilsbach and Mr. Brian Kaiser. And in my senior year of high school, I had the honor to be part of Middletown High School's morning announcements TV production Blue Raider Nation Station. And here's our picture along with me, and here's Justin Myersky, Sierra Smith, Luke Morakovich, Griffin Radaball, Kyle Truesdale, Trey Lebo, Trey Michael, Wyatt Smith, and 2 people who are not pictured, who were also part of the team, were Braden Thomas and Andrew Shear. And there's me out reporting and being the anchor. And the advisor for a TV production news team was Mrs. Justine Shipling. And also in my 5 years, there's me starting my own news broadcast of Mitch's Minutes. And also this year, I have started volunteering at Middletown's newspaper, the Press and Journal, and where I got my first press pass. I can say it has been quite an honor and ride over these past 5 years to be broadcasting. And of course, I want to thank all the advisors and adults for supporting me in this direction. And I look forward to what the future holds for me in this career. And I know all of you have enjoyed watching me in the past 5 years, and I know you'll join me again in these next 5 years and in the many years to come. And that is the end of Mitch's Minutes. I'm Mitch Carson, and as always, thanks for watching.